weed, 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 weed.
It's the one and only Eagle Double D.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Colony Call. Today, I am here with Red Colony
Hello, everyone.
and Gold Colony.
Hello!
Yay! Today, we are having the Halloween chat debate. Is it a good thing or is it a bad thing? What are its beliefs and where do we go with it? So, first thing all around is I'm just going to go around the table as I did with the introductions. So, Red Colony, you are going to tell me what Halloween means or feels to you nowadays.
Oh, nowadays, that's gonna be difficult because I haven't been celebrating Halloween for a while. But I mean, I think to me, Halloween is like to celebrate with your friends, have fun. Like, don't care really for the candy or whatever you pretty much do. But the enjoyment is just having fun together, going around to people's houses, or even having a party if you're doing a party at your house. Just like whatever you're dressing up to be. Like, that's to me just more like to celebrate, to have fun on something that most probably have in common.
Good enough. Good enough. And Gold Colony, what is Halloween to you nowadays?
Well, nowadays it's more of like a communal thing for me to see. Like where I live at, they do a communal kind of thing where they decorate everywhere. Everyone gets in costume, just walks around just to see the scenery. It's kind of a communal kind of thing. Everyone enjoys and gets some candies, have some laughs, and have some fun. That's what I pretty much see it as every year.
You dress up and go out every year?
I don't dress out all the time. I just walk around looking at the houses.
Alright.
But it's a nice thing to have, though.
So, some of the debates going around kind of have a mix and intertwine of what its original pagan beliefs were, which was harvest. Some people believe that it doesn't still represent those same things. Do each of you still think that it represents its harvest background of where it came from? Either one.
I'll be honest. I don't think it doesn't represent it entirely like it as originally was anymore because traditions change, people change over time, and I don't believe in its roots pretty much at all anymore. But just the same as it was with Christmas and Santa Claus and all that type of stuff, it changes over time. Like Christmas is like a time to celebrate the birth of Christ. Now it's more of like a celebration with the family for presents and gifts.
Yeah, that's how I kind of see it too nowadays. It doesn't like it changes over time, and like maybe some will probably celebrate still as a harvest, maybe not all of them though. Like, it really depends on who wants to celebrate the actual tradition or the tradition, like in the general tradition, like everyone knows, like go out get candy and stuff, rather than the actual harvest.
I kind of see it as a mix of both. Like, people still put up pumpkins, you acknowledge the changing of the seasons, the harvest starting up, but the principle at the end of all that, which is understood, is the Halloween aspect.
Yeah.
Which is now what we interpret as getting candy, dressing up to have fun, and, kind of having a little bit more community when in today's world we barely have any.
Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta agree.
Technology nowadays.
So the main thing people are now looking for is, with all of the new religious beliefs, and people think that if it's to be more like this is just more like of a Christian belief, that if we're going to celebrate it, maybe it shouldn't be too devil-ish. Like, people try to avoid devils and witches and things because it doesn't feel as formal to represent maybe the harvest or the tradition with devils and witches. So would you guys say the costume choices of people nowadays is still acceptable or no?
Um, mm,
Well, it define what you mean acceptable in the terms, not just religious terms, like because there's a lot of different costumes people wear that I can see people find offensive that they shouldn't wear just because they're wearing it, and that's not including devils or witches.
that is true.
Well, within the holiday, people are more inclined to think that maybe just not wearing these costumes is more acceptable than actually wearing them. Like more people of religious belief some people are starting to turn and think maybe yeah, like if we put cobwebs up and fake spiders in there, that'll be spooky to represent the harvest, but put some pumpkins up and selected things and whatnot, and kind of have like a mini party identical to what Halloween is, but without all of the what they would assume to be like a devil worship or like devil theme to kind of get the evil aspect out of Halloween.
I mean,
Hey, um,
I
I
mean,
mean,
I support the right for them to do that in all the way, but I believe everyone has the right to celebrate it how they want to. I mean,
yeah, I will agree with that. You should be celebrating like Halloween the way you want it to be. It doesn't have to be like the devilish thing that people think it is, or they how they see it. Just celebrate the way you want to celebrate. If it is too devilish and someone gets offended by it, I don't know what to say. And that they're just doing what they basically like. They're not trying to offend somebody or offend their beliefs on something just because they're not doing what they think they see that should be like in their eyes and not the other.
So, Gold Colony, I'm going to isolate you for a minute. You said that a little while ago that just like Christmas, time changed what the meanings of some holidays are, right? So, with Halloween, we went from celebrating the harvest to what we call Halloween now. What would it be to you or mean to you if the the ideals of Halloween were changed to this new belief? Would that impact you any more than it does now?
hmm. Well, I mean, being the fact that I remember what it was and what it is at the moment, if it changes now from what it is, it won't really change my perspective of it. But hmm. I mean, I'll accept the fact that it changed. But I mean, as of right now, I don't see it changing at the moment. It's kind of hard to explain that.
Hmm.
All right, so we'll move on from that. So the one of the round out questions are how much is too much? What is too much holy aspect to put into it, or how much is too much of the old culture that might be a little confusing to other people, or how much is too much devilish terms? We'll start with you, Red Colony. How much is too much of each of those things? What
Um,
sounds like it's imposing?
I mean, if it comes like to too much of the devilish side, it really depends on the eyes of who's looking, like who has like a religious belief. Like some might take offense to the point that they probably will like who knows, but like going to court or something, like something this insanely like out of place, but because they think it's like you're worshiping the devil or something, and they offended their like, religion, like you're just making a pact with them or something. That'd be too much. But it's because they take it too seriously when it's just a holiday that people just gather around just to either like celebrate together, get candy and stuff, and not really care. Just like, oh, you look like the devil. They don't worship the devil. They just want to go out to celebrate with their friends and have fun with family members. To go out, just get candy or that to celebrate, possibly like in parties or something. But some might take it too extreme. That's the problem.
Okay, and Gold Colony. How much is too much of each of those things?
Well, I mean, to each individual, they have the right to do what they want to do. I mean, there are some I can see extreme circumstances, like if someone goes over the top, like instead of like decorating with paint, they actual like I heard some cases where they used animal blood. I mean, that can be a little over the top for
That
some
would
of the some cases.
be illegal. Mm.
But I mean, other than that, I mean, everyone I genuinely believe has the right to do what they feel for what they want to do and how they feel for their own way of how they would celebrate Halloween. That's just my attitude about it.
All right. And Red Colony, I'm going to isolate you for a moment.
Mm.
How do you feel that people or even yourself would react to somebody not necessarily celebrating what we call and believe to see as Halloween, but more of people that would actually celebrate the harvest? So it would look Halloween themed, but it's more pagan belief.
Yeah, I mean that. I mean, for me, I will actually accept that. I mean, if it's a change like that, I have no problem. That's what it was almost to begin with. If it's like still Halloween theme, that's fine. It may not have candy and all, which is like, or some people might like, but you're still celebrating the harvest. That's why I see it. If they just like try to go on with everyone's general, like almost everyone's general point of view, I think it's to celebrate like the harvest as a pigum, it's fine. I don't, for me, I don't, it doesn't really change anything.
All right. And then this will go to both of you in the clock formation, starting with Red Colony to Gold Colony. So,
Mm.
what is everyone's plans? What are your plans for Halloween, and what does that entitle you to do, or what will you be doing?
I mean, sadly, because I live in Brazil right now, I don't really celebrate Halloween like family or something. So I don't know what I will be doing exactly on Halloween.
All right, fair enough. And Gold Colony, what would you be entitling to do that day for yourself?
Well, it's either a fact of two things, depending on what I see and what goes on that day. Most likely, we'll just be walking around looking at the decorations, meeting other people. It's kind of a communal thing in my hometown. And or I'll just be at home giving out candy, most likely.
And even for myself, I mean, I have a little niece now, so that may incline me to be entitled to go with her, as this is my first year around her, as she's now turning 5. Well, she's 4 going to 5 next year, so then there will be school and whatnot. So this year will be a little more special as she can interact with people and things as she's done last year, but I was not around. So that might give me a little bit of a creative edge to, how you said, like do more community and things like that.
Yeah.
I really feel like, at least in some certain locations, it's a very communal thing.
Yeah. Especially nowadays where like being in a community is
Like
especially
the
because
city I live in right now, they actually time what events certain areas will happen, what you'll see over there. They have actually a time frame so people will know to go and watch things over there. Like I think it was a year or two ago, we had a guy that did a perfect cosplay of like he made his house look somewhat like the Michael Myers house, and he was dressed like Michael Myers, and everyone was looking at it. Yeah, I think that was like last year or 2 years ago.
So does anybody have any final thoughts or statements in regards to Halloween, its meaning, or anything to do?
mm, no, not really. No, that comes to mind for me.
What about
No,
you, Connie? Huh?
um, Yeah, nothing really else for me to say.
Alright, well, as of from me, I bid everybody a safe and fun Halloween, no matter how you celebrate it or what you do on it. Everybody be safe, have fun. This should be up at least by the 28th, the latest. So our date of recording is the 25th, so you'll know within that time frame how long this is taken. So hopefully this will be up before the 28th, so it's as close to Halloween as possible. And with everybody, I bid you a good day. Peace, love all around, and I will see you all in the next debate. Goodbye!
Bye.